All right, just about 20 till here this morning. Next Friday, the National Underground Railroad Freedom Center opening a brand new exhibit called Faith and Injustice. You wonder what's it about? Well, our good friend Cody Hefner here, Vice President of Marketing and Communications for the Museum Center and the Freedom Center. Good to have you in, as always, good friend. So this exhibit focusing on how religion plays a part in social justice movements. We just saw a soundbite before you came on with the Pope, the new Pope, Leo, urging people to end the war in Ukraine. You know, different religious groups have always sort of dipped their finger or touched their toe into the water of social justice, but you're examining it in greater detail with three different religions, right?
Yes, so we're only looking at the United States. So we're looking at Christianity, Islam, Judaism, those three large religions in the United States, and how they have both helped and hampered these urges for social justice throughout our history. When you look at the Declaration of Independence, it says all men are created equal, endowed by the Creator with certain unalienable rights. Well, number one, that promises life and liberty, freedom for everyone.
And that God is guaranteeing
it. It says that God is guaranteeing that. So looking at how different religious groups are sort of interpreting that or living up to it, and when you have almost 800,000 words in the Bible, there's a lot of room for interpretation. So each individual, each denomination, each church, so this church here can have a different take on slavery, for example, than the church down the street. And that's fascinating to us, and so we get into that in this exhibition.
All right, so what are we going to be seeing in the exhibition? Are they big photographs? Are they specific documents that have been critical to this movement?
So there are some documents, there are some artifacts. So for example, we have Muhammad Ali's gloves. Muhammad Ali was Muslim. He refused to serve in Vietnam based on religious reasons. We have gloves signed by him, and helps tell that story and talk about how religion is used as kind of a form of resistance.
Because he converted at some point in his life. Yeah.
Yep, he did. And then kind of the unsavory part as well. We have a Ku Klux Klan robe. We have buttons and pins, March for Justice. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., for example, was a minister. So you see this intersection, but beyond those things that people are very familiar with, we do play around with the different religions. So you think, oh, this religion may be more or less oppressive than this one. Well, we take the religious text, we don't tell you what it comes from, we just present the words to you, and you have to guess what it's from. And it's amazing how easily you can take a passage at the top of the page, a passage from the bottom of the page, and people use them to support different things. So just as Christian leaders were saying slavery is wrong, we need to get rid of slavery, other religious leaders were saying, no, we have dominion over man, including our fellow man, so we're supporting slavery in this way. And then take that even further. Enslavers would use religion to try to make enslaved people more docile, to try to kind of indoctrinate them. Well, enslaved people then use that as opportunities to meet in secret, to kind of form their own identity, to take their own lessons out of religious texts. So the exhibition is a fascinating look at sort of this
well, I
dichotomy.
never knew that.
Yeah,
it's going to be like, I never knew they were responsible for that, because religion throughout the years in many ways has been a form of control for different groups, and interesting to see how they've influenced, even today, still calls for social justice.
Yeah, and we worked with a really great group of religious scholars to help us put this together, in addition with our curators at the Freedom Center. It's an exhibition we're very proud of because we developed it all in-house. So this is our own exhibition that will debut here in Cincinnati, but then at the end of December, it will travel on to other museums. So this is an opportunity for us to take these stories and move it across the country and put them in other museums.
And it's great that the genesis is right here, of course, in our fabulous Cincinnati Museum Center. Love it. Cody, always good to have you on, and it starts next Friday, right?
Next Friday at the Freedom Center, yes, sir.
We'll check it out. Thank you, sir, for coming on in.